Hello, it's June 24th, 2011, Friday. Shabbat Shalom to those of you who are of the Jewish faith. If you're wondering what God's name I was talking about yesterday, it's this. Came up with a harebrained idea. And what it boils down to is to facilitate, for those who would normally not vote, a means by which they can cast a protest vote that cannot be ignored. And of course, I'm offering myself up as the sacrificial lamb. Now, if you've been following me, if you know me, you know that this is not as unusual as it would seem. First of all, why not? It's not going to put me out any more than what I already am. You know, technically I'm homeless. Technically I'm a vagabond. I am definitely unemployed. And while I am currently working on a Cisco certification, I'm still not working for a living. And yeah, the Cisco thing is online. And hopefully it'll open a few doors. Now, having said that, and that's the real me, okay? Excuse me. For the most part, I have been running for an undisclosed public office since 2006. Probably more like since 2004. And maybe even before that, I don't know. But what I can tell you is by doing this write-in, it's going to give me a little bit of an opportunity to do some research that may be of value to others out there. I know of at least one person who has been straining at the bit to do an actual nonpartisan run for presidential office for quite a few years now, and needed some assistance. And one of the things that I plan on doing is creating a website that lists, or at least links, to each of the 50 states that shows you how to do a write-in ballot. You know, bypassing the dumbbell machines, as I call them, and go ahead and write in the candidate who you would prefer other than those who are offered. Pretty much that simple. Seemed like a good idea to me. I'm going to follow through with it. It's no skin off my teeth, in that it's not going to cost me anything. I'm certainly not going to ask you for money. I mean, the most this could end up costing me is a trip to the thrift store to buy a suit, a tie, a shirt, and then maybe $30 for a backdrop behind me so that I can cover up the dresser. You know, I realize in the United States this makes it sound like I'm making a mockery of the entire system. I am, to some degree. You know, the job president of the United States pays about $400,000 a year. That's a nice piece of pocket change. However, to get that job, you have to spend in the millions and inevitably become indebted to those who have the millions. And the rest of the people get forgotten. So maybe, just maybe, this campaign of mine will, I don't know, give some real hope to those who are otherwise forgotten. I don't know. You're the ones who are going to have to make it happen. I'm just putting myself out there. If you want to vote for me, vote for me. If you don't, don't. Mazel tov. God bless you. You know, if your candidate is mainstream GOP, if your candidate is mainstream Democrat, go for it. Green Party, go for it. Don't, you know, socialist, go for it. You know, I don't know all the parties that are out there. We have two viable ones, and the rest of them are there as ideals, I guess. I'm not quite sure how to phrase that. I know they're there. I know they exist. I know they're serious, but they have little to no influence in the United States. That's just the way it goes. So anyway, that's a little bit more about what's going on. Other than that, things are going, pretty well on my end of the world. One thing something was brought to my attention. Something about China buying land in the U.S. I did some preliminary research on it. If that is a legitimate story, it hasn't broken here yet, as far as I can tell. I didn't see anything in Google about it, and I didn't see anything in Yahoo News about it. So, don't know. I could be right up there with that story about the Chinese giving the U.S. an ultimatum over what's going on in Pakistan. So that's it for me. Well, I thank you for your time. Appreciate it. I'm running a tad bit longer than I anticipated, but that's usual when I don't script things. And, once again, thank you. I appreciate your tuning in. This is Cliff Potts. As always, may your God go with you. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye for now.